Good morning, friends. I hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a nice, safe trading day. I didn't. Today, I decided to take a big giant L, partially to prove a point, and partially because I haven't taken a losing day in a while. And if I didn't ever take a loss, you'd be like, oh, that guy never loses, blah, blah, blah. And just be one of those guys, right? So, anyway. We had this up close candle here, and I said mention grade that sucker, because if we start flipping specific price points, then I'd be aiming for the previous day's high. And then we were looking at this wick right here, and I'm going to show you the magic of this. Go back into my video, okay, because you are going to... It's not that I was calling both directions, okay? Don't get it twisted. It's I gave you a specific price point that I wanted to see hold. And if that didn't hold, then I would be aiming for something specific below the market. And I didn't think it was going to come down here. So being completely offside today and unprofitable. But I had stake. I celebrated because I was able to be one and done. Now, I did take a little scalpy poo for my private students, but that's not me putting up risk. That was me showing me teaching. The trade that I'm looking to execute and capture the daily range, that's what I'm talking about. If it wasn't it, then it wasn't it, and it clearly wasn't. It was a bearish day. But the specific price points that I had suggested last night, if we were to lose consequent encroachment of this wick right here, then I would be aiming for the fair value gap below the market. So if we go so if we were to continue on our journey up, it would be mean threshold here that I would want to have seen flipped into support, running out previous day high. So that didn't happen. We ran out previous day's low. So we came up, hit the bearish order block, and came slamming down into fair value. This is beautiful. I don't mind this at all. And in fact, I'm really happy and thrilled with the close of that daily candle. I've got information that I can use moving forward. So if I was in a 15-minute time frame and I was looking for price action to want to continue, well, I'm getting rid of this, first of all. And this, I'm looking to flip this candle. Okay, so I want you to just have it. I'm not going to have it annotated, but you should, okay? I want to see this specific candle flipped by the end of the week. Okay, Friday PCE, I want to be up here. Out of fair value and up into premium liquidity. Okay, so that's the information that I got. We hit fair value. We're in an uptrend. I'm front running the idea that it's going to make a swing low just like this. Okay, the third candle that creates the swing low could be the blast off, and you don't want to miss that whole range. So what would that look like? Well, it would be really the first level I'm looking for is inside that right at the body. You see how it's already used it as support. There's a little vacuum block in there. So it opened higher than it closed, and then it goes, and then, so we could have bottomed. I will permit it to come down. Again, I personally don't see it wanting to go for previous day's low. I'm aiming for previous day's high. I'm bullish. I'm not bearish. When I said I was bearish just temporarily, that wasn't me trying to call a top. That was me getting in sync with trend. So I wasn't sure if we were going to just snap down and run up and have an outside trading candle today, which I totally was expecting. And it never agreed with my expectations. So let's just go to the 15-minute chart. And it was this guy right here. I had taken a position. I was in profits for the moment. And then I let it come against me, and then I just chilled out. There was another price point somewhere where I just taken like the most minor scalp, but it was just a 43 tick play. It's just in and out within seconds. Just to show the awesomeness of the higher time frames and how they run the show. So that's what I'm aiming for. As far as where we come down, I'm not quite sure. So use your deviations tonight. It looks like Asia's going to be favored again, which is really cool. So just back into the daily chart, when it's not really clear, because typically when we've hit the fair value gap, we want to close above a down close candle and then start using this as the order block with that little indigo there. Okay, so it's not like really clear here where it's going to want to find a bottom. I would personally, and I'm likely going to keep that on my chart. I want to see us closing above this sucker. Okay, and it's a balanced range, and look at how the daily candle, this down close candle, snapped right through it. Anyway, when it's not quite clear, just break down the information a little bit. So go into a 4-hour chart. So look for your model, look for order flow. Okay, and this candle here coming and sweeping that low right there. And then finding some sensitivity. So we do have a swing low. The highest high of that swing low is this candle. So it's a very good spot. Let's go to the 2-hour chart. Same story, ugly looking candle, swing low, and that would be the highest of the 2-hour swing low. So you can have this on your chart if you want as a pay the trader. That is a premium as far as this range is concerned. We are back at the open, basically. We're almost there. You know what? Instead of this purple box, let's have this pathetic little new week opening gap on. And I'm going to use this for my support and resistance for the rest of the week. Basically, if we're below it, I'll be looking for shorts. And if we can't get back above it, then I'll be looking for more shorts. And just the nature of this profile, this could be a midweek reversal where Wednesday makes the low of the week, and then we can go right up into Friday. So in the 2-hour chart, have this on. Encapsulate all of those up close candles, draw them out. And if you're a pattern trader, you're likely going to find a shoulder in and around here if it wants to flip this into support. So you see how it's like shoulder, head, right shoulder. Down here, you'll find the same thing, except that will be the shoulder here, and that will be the head, and then some gimpy, weird looking right shoulder. Okay, so that's just what I'm looking for at support and resistance. Algorithmically, that's it right there. So I'm not going to have this stuff on, but you can. Just the purple box and this gray box down here and previous day's high. And maybe the all-time high, but Friday, definitely PCE. I want to be up in an all-time high territory. What Bitcoin do? And it fell. Yeah, it's whatever. Let it wiggle. October's coming, you guys. We're likely going to have a lot of fun coming up. Don't push it. Don't go and destroy yourselves just because you're bored. Okay? A little bit left of this 3-month candle here. And we got a new one opening up. And we should likely going to see some awesome good times. God bless you all. Thank you all for joining. Trade safe.